Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So this video is a quick preview for Florian Marku versus Rylan Charlton. This fight goes down on the 20th of February and it is on the undercard of David Avanesian versus Josh Kelly. Now the main event itself obviously is a really good fight. We've been waiting for it for a long time, so fingers crossed it happens, and maybe a bit nearer the time I will do a prediction video for that fight. But this fight on the undercard between Florian Marku and Rylan Charlton really has me intrigued. First and foremost, I believe this fight is going to be an absolute barn burner. When you look at both guys stylistically, I would imagine that this fight is going to be a bit of a war, a bit of a firefight, and a war of attrition. Who that favours, I'm not entirely sure, but all I'm expecting is a real fun fight. Florian Marku, of course, is an Albanian prospect, and by the way, shout out to the Albanians because you guys really do support your man in Florian Marku every single time I see this guy fight. The fanfare online is crazy, so you know, he's got a great fan base in his home country and amongst his countrymen. So big up to Florian Marku for cultivating that fan base. I always like seeing boxing grow in other territories. So big up to Florian Marku for, you know, highlighting boxing in Albania. But, you know, Florian Marku, he's a very aggressive guy. He comes forwards and he loads up on every single punch. His game basically is to knock you out. He's not going to go in there and try and box you. Doesn't really use that jab all that much. He's basically going to go in there, try and outstrength you, push you back and bully you. That's Florian Marku's game. And so far as a pro at this stage of Florian Marku's career, that style has worked for him. I know he got a draw in his last fight, but to me that fight was a robbery. I felt Florian Marku clearly won, but it is what it is. But yeah, we know what Florian Marku's about. He's extremely aggressive and he's always going to try and make a fight. Rylan Charlton himself is aggressive also. He's kind of a more compact fighter though, and I would say he's more cerebral with his punch selection. You know, he's going to try and pick perfect punches in the exchanges, on the inside, at mid-range. He's more of like a aggressive kind of counter-puncher slash boxer puncher. Rylan Charlton also is pretty explosive. I would actually say he's more explosive than Florian Marku. Florian Marku is very workmanlike with a good punch output, whereas to me, Rylan Charlton is a bit more explosive with his single shots. And we saw against Joseph Laws, we saw Rylan Charlton basically take him apart with great single shots, uppercuts, you know, body shots. He was picking Joseph Laws apart and he was much more explosive. And yeah, he basically dominated the aggressive Joseph Laws. Are we going to see something similar in this fight? Florian Marku, like I said, very aggressive. He's not got the greatest defense in the world, doesn't always use that jab to come in. So theoretically, Florian Marku could leave openings for Rylan Charlton to take advantage of, like he did against Joseph Laws. But the difference is, for me, Florian Marku appears a lot more tough than Joseph Laws. And also, his pace seems a lot more relentless, seems to carry more power than Joseph Laws. And, you know, his punch technique in general is better than Joseph Laws. I see Florian as a better fighter than Joseph, but he does have some of those same flaws. So, can Rylan Charlton expose some of those flaws with that explosive style? Or will Florian Marku get on top of him, outwork him, and beat him on points, or maybe even knock him out late? I think this fight could go either way. Another interesting dynamic is the fact that this fight is a 10-rounder. So if you look at both guys in their careers so far, neither one of these guys have fought 10 rounds. Florian Marku's fought 8 rounds on one occasion, and Rylan Charlton, he's only fought to the 6th round distance on one occasion. That's as far as Rylan Charlton's been in a pro fight. The fact that this is a 10-rounder and neither one of these guys have done that distance could be a bit of a factor going into this fight. Who's got the better cardio? Who's got the better stamina? I've got no idea. All I'm expecting is a really good fight between these two. I like both of their styles. It's a really good undercard fight in my opinion, and I see it as a 50-50 fight. I'm not actually going to make a prediction for this fight. I think it's extremely hard to call. I've not really seen enough from both fighters at any sort of level to really make an educated pick. But yeah, I could see it going either way. I could see either guy getting knocked out or either guy winning on points, or it could even be a super close fight as well. One of those sort of pick 'em fights, great for an undercard, and I'm looking forward to it. And of course, like I said, the main event of course is great, so looking forward to this card in general. Anyway, share your thoughts below. What do you think of this fight? Who are you picking? Who are you backing? And how? Share your thoughts below. Peace.